Good morning, and rolling that ball. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And across the knuckles. And today, let's take the ball in one hand and squeeze. And then the other hand. And then back to the first. And one more time. Other hand. And we'll start by going behind the back this week. And switch. And switch. And switch. There goes the voice again. Oh, whoops. And switch. Easier said than done. And switch one more time. And let's go between the legs. Great. Switch. 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 And we'll leave the ball on the ground. Come on up. Assess the feet, and the knees, and the ankles, and hips, and squeeze down on that ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. And then move up to the knuckles, press down once. You might find the racket balls better for this, Ava, and you'll, because those tennis balls are new until they break in. Roll it across the knuckles. And then bring it down to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes. And then bring it right below the first knuckle and press down. Side of the top of the heel and press down. And over to the middle of the fifth metatarsal. Roll it down the bones. And scribble. Hey, Suzanne. 3, 2, 1, reassess. And move to the other foot, pressing down, right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Up to the knuckles. And roll it across. Down to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes. And then underneath the first knuckle, or below the first knuckle, just below it. Side of the top of the heel, and middle of the fifth metatarsal. roll. And script. Three, two, one. I'll get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And say good morning to the week with some good mornings. 1, 12. Speak the truth. And center. Nice deep breath. Twist at the waist. Swing the arm. And center. With some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out. Gather in starlight. Center and sit the other side. Center. Nice deep breath. Marching in place. Or jogging. So today we're going to be doing some floor exercises for the legs, the core, the hips. Starting with squat. Not a rapid squat, but a stationary squat. Moving into a hamstring stretch and hinge and all of those things. So feel free to do whatever you want to do to get the heart rate going, including exactly what you're doing. Just be safe. I think I'll do some side jacks today. Let me get it going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Two deep breaths. Interlacing the fingers and raising them up. And back. Back to center and bend to one side. Bring it down. And then the other. Come back to center, slowly lower. Press out at the chest. Now. And down. Interlace the fingers behind the back and bring the hands up. A little bit higher. And down. And let's shrug. And roll back. Extend the arms and rotate. And the other direction. One palm is down, one palm is up, and we're going to flip and flop. And bring one arm across the body, right below the neck, pressing up the other. And then the other. And one arm behind the back, pressing down on the elbow. And then the other. And then grab both elbows and rock side to side. Now extend one arm, fingers up, pulling back on the fingers. And point them down, pull back. Flop the wrist, press above the knuckles, wiggle the fingers, and make a fist. Wiggle, fist, wiggle, fist. And then the other hand, fingers up. and down. And flopped. Let's rotate the neck. Switch directions. Nod. And go over to shoulder. Tuck in the chin and turn to one direction. Drop the chin towards the collarbone. And then lift it. And back to center. Make sure you're still tucked and turn the other way. Drop the chin. Lift it. Come back to center. And to the side lunge. Stretching the inner thigh. One way. And then the other. And come back to center, and let's grab a stick. I'm going to start by putting the stick out in front of one foot, which is projected out from the other. Put the stick against the shoulder, lean into the stick, pick the sole of that foot up off the floor. Stretch the hamstring. You want to increase the stretch, you can move the foot back and forth laterally, pivoting on your heel. And come up. Press the sole of the foot against the stick. And stretch the calf. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Foot comes forward, stick is in front about 6 inches. Put it against the shoulder. Hinge at the waist, keep the head back. Lift the sole and the toes. And pivot on the heel if you'd like. So the foot against the stick. And bring the stick back. I'm going to do some flip-flops. The original stick routine, booyah stick, the bob and bread routine. And I think a couple of other things thrown in here. And stop. Roll out. One big circle. And roll back. Push out. stick behind in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. You can extend back if your spine allows you to do extensions. And come back, tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. Bring the stick up to the neck. Extend the arms. Rotate the body. Keep the head and hips facing forward. Bring the stick up over the head and down and then back. You can leave it here if that's as far as you can go, or if you can bring it down, do so. Go back front and let's do some lateral circles. And switch directions. Bring it up to the chest and flop. And down and up. And then in front, right in the middle, step back. We'll go up on our toes and then back on our heels, pausing for about a second on each, 15 times. 3. 15. And let's put the stick up at the chest and gradually just shift the weight to one side, one channel, one leg, one foot. You can bring the other heel up so that you're on your toes for balance. And if you can, lift that foot a little bit. And just lift it as far as you feel comfortable doing. If you need to keep the toe on the ground, do. If you don't, start playing around. Wobbles are good. Just don't wobble too much. And then start moving the stick a little bit if you want. More of a challenge. Bring it up overhead, maybe not. And come down. Do the same thing on the other foot. Three, 2, and 1. Come down, let's put the stick down. unless you want it for support, or you could also use a chair if you want for support. We're going to start by doing a deep squat and only go as deep as you feel comfortable. It's easier to do a deep squat if your feet are more than shoulder width apart and your feet are out of the 45-degree angle. You can go down as low as you can, try to keep your heels on the floor. If it's only here, that's fine. I'm going to hold for 20, 19, 18. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, you could hold on to the chair. I should have demonstrated that. I didn't. Come on up. Take a deep breath. Hinge at the waist. Bend the knees slightly. Put your hands on the floor and inch your way out into a plank, and then inch your way back up. Stand up. I'm going to do 2 more of those. Coming down, inching out. And coming back. And 1 more. Now inch your way halfway back and hold in a tight. Feel those hamstrings stretching. And then come down on your knees. Get this chair out of the way. And we'll do some cat-cows. Cat, cow, 5 of these, cat, one more. Now you can do a wing or the world's greatest stretch. The way you're on all fours, you're staying on your knees, you're putting your hand behind your head and just twisting up. World's greatest stretch. You can stay on your knees and come up like so, or go back. I got something behind me there. On your feet. And come up. Actually, that wasn't a world's greatest stretch. World's greatest stretch, you're going to put 1 foot forward. And either stay on knee on the other one or lift up. Come down. Other side. Foot comes forward. You can stay on your knee and in the air or be on your toes. Sorry about that. But the other was just basic side plank. If you did that, kudos. All right, we're going to get on our back. Get all obstacles out of the way. And just do simple windshield wipers. Rocking those knees back and forth. Opening the spine. And then keep one sole on the floor. Bring the other foot across right below the knee. Take your hands and grab the leg that has the sole on the floor by the back of the thighs and pull towards you. Keeping your head down on the floor. Stretching those hip flexors. Put the sole on the floor and then push the knee that's crossed away from you. Put the sole of that foot on the floor, bring the other foot up. Grab the back of your thigh, pull towards your chest. 3, 2, 1. Put the foot down, press back at the knee. And roll over and come up. Rub those hands together. Cultivate some chi. And form a chi ball. And let that chi ball bounce us around. Shifting weight from one foot to the other, one channel to the other. Like water. And then center. 2 breaths. Nice and 3-dimensional. And let's open our hearts. Pause and exhale, sending it out. Center, 2 breaths. And bring down heavily chi. Going to the earth and gathering some up. And
aha.
Namaste. Oh, that's you, Hal. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize who was coming in there.
I wasn't able to get on my laptop, but I got on my phone.
Oh, great. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'm in my new place and I'm all screwed up.
Not for long.
It's struggle.
I bet. Well, great to see you.
It's nice seeing you.
We're going to do rolling for all of you who want to get the kinks out.
Hi, Hal. Enjoy
Hi.
your place.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
I'm gonna go on the floor. I'm gonna grab a ball and a soft roller if you have one. And I thought we'd work on the back and shoulders and spine today. So if you've got two balls, that'll even be better. You can have them in a sock. Sock here somewhere, or not. Without the sock today. And put them just below the shoulder blades on either side of the spine. The soles of your feet are on the floor. You want to cross your arms, turn to the right, and circle your arms so that your left elbow is coming up slightly. Just do 5 rotations in one direction and then 5 in the other. If you need to, you can put a roller or a towel underneath your head. Take a nice deep breath here. And go over to the left side, and this time your right elbow is coming up slightly, 5 times in one direction. And then 5 in the other. And then move the balls up to the middle of the shoulder blades on either side of the spine, not on the spine, obviously. And again, cross your arms, go right, lift the left elbow, 5 times. And then reverse. Other side. And then finally bring the balls up to above the shoulder blades, below the neck, either side. If you have a pillow or a roller, you probably need to take it out at this point. And cross the arms, go right, and do your rotations, 5 and 5. I'm going over to the left side. And 5. Come back to center, take a nice deep breath. Take the balls away. And we're going to get on the roller. And we're going to get on it lengthwise up the spine. You want to sit at the end of the roller to make sure that your head, your neck and head are also on the roller on the other side. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Your elbows are keeping you steady, but gradually lift them up a little bit. Rock back and forth, trying to find what Suhitsky calls your autopilot. Get your sense of gravity in a line with your body. Rolling back and forth. And then lift your hands in the air. And then bring them down. Bring them back up and then behind. 1. Down. Behind. 2. 3. 5, and 6. And then keep them up and just squeeze your shoulders down so that your shoulder blades are kind of caressing the roller, and then bring it back up. Just bringing them down enough so that your shoulder blades are wrapping around them. 2. 3. 4. And 6. And then bring your arms back into a W and squeeze the roller with your blades. 2. 4. And 6. And then we're going to come up, go to one side, roll off the roller, turn it around, put it at the bottom of your rib cage, not below. You can put your hands behind your head or keep them on your chest. And just roll back and forth, an inch at a time. Enjoying the snap, crackle, and pop. An inch at a time, an inch per second. Don't go up to your neck, go up to the top of your shoulders, stay below off your neck, and don't go below the lower rib cage. Two more. All right. Hope that feels good.
Thank you, Tom. That was great. Have a
Oh,
great
good. Whoops, where's my
day.
face?
Cool.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Ava, Yoel, great to have you back. Hal, Meme, have a great day.
Take care, T. Love ya.